Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing some example solves for orange and red cross. I'm not sure how many I'm going to do, but probably a decent amount. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so here's the first scramble. So for this I'd probably do orange. So I can see my first pair, and it's a fairly simple cross. So I'd move this down and this up. So now when I do D, I can solve those two like that, and also preserves this pair. So I can already see the first two pairs easily. To insert this, then do D, and now D is edge to solve. So when I bring over this slot, I can just put the corner in like that, and then I also see I can do it for this one just by going like that. And now for the last pair, I do it like that, and I have this OL and an R perm. Okay, so next one, in this case, I'd go for red. Okay, so I can see my first pair too. Alright, so to solve these two, I would do D and go like that. And now, instead of just doing this, I see that this corner goes with this, so now I'm going to solve them like that. And now they're lined up. So when I solve those, it's also going to line up these two, like that. And now I see these two, so I'd separate them and then solve them. And now for this last one, I can set it up like this to also make edge orientation. And I don't know this VLS case, VLS all edges oriented, I guess. I don't really know this one yet. I haven't learned them, all of them yet, so I just go like this, and then I have from this angle I do this wind variation case like that, and then I have a V perm. Okay, so next, just looking at both these, I'd probably do red. So I can see my first pair too. I would solve this, do F2, bring this down, and do D, R2, G. This was the first two I saw. I thought they were going to end up like this, so now I'd rotate, and I see these two for the next one, and then I notice that this edge is going to go with this one. So after I do this, I'm going to do this one. That can be solved like that. And then I have these two, and the next pair I can see is going to set itself up, so I just have to rotate, put it in, and then we have this OL, and then R perm. Here's the next. I can kind of see my first pair. Yeah, I can see it. So what I do is I would solve the cross like this. And when I did that, I saw this edge was going to end up here, and this corner was going to end up there. So now, if I was to go like that, they would make a pair. So I'd solve this pair. Then I see these two are easy to set up. And now I see these two. So I'd solve them like that. Now for the last one, I actually know this VLS case. So for this, you rotate and do that to skip OL. And then I have an R perm. Okay, so for this, alright, I can see an X cross here. What I do is I would do R2, F, D, and now for the X cross, I see these are already made, so I just need to put the edge here, and to do that, it's over here, it was over there, so I'd move it down, and then solve. Now I see these two, and these two, so I'd solve it like this, and I have these two. And next, the less move count, the more optimal way to do this would make no edges oriented, so I'm going to do it a crappy way, just like that. And then I have this, and the only angle I don't know this U perm from, so I'd do U prime and then do the normal. Alright, so here's the next one, and doesn't look that good. But I can kind of see my first pair. So what I do is I would move this down, solve that, do D, and then I just have these two, which I can solve like that, and then do D2. So now I was tracking these two, and I knew they were going to end up there, so I'll solve them like this. Now this next, I see these two, so I can solve them like that. Now these two, so I can do this, and I'm just, instead of doing that, I know this is, the next pair is going to be just that. So I'm just going to do R2 to go into it. Next I have this Ola, and then I have an A perm. Alright, so here's the last one, and so what I do is I would, see this is solved, and also notice this, so I would solve the first part like that, and do D2, R, D2. I notice these two first, so I can solve them by doing that. And then for these two I can do D, move it in, do that back, and then I have these two, and now I go straight into rotationless insert like that. So this also leaves me with no edges oriented if I were to insert this normally. So instead I'm gonna insert it like this using VHLS, and then that's gonna give me a better case. And I don't know, I don't really know COL for these cases yet, so I just do the normal alg, and then I have an L perm. So you guys, that's all. Thanks for watching. I hope you found at least a few of these helpful. So yeah, see you next time.